The Rock Metal Podcast, episode 168 with Dyecrest.
I wish I could just ignore the lust to know where the light was born.
All right, Rock Metal Nation, what is up? This is John from the Rock Metal Podcast. That sample you just heard was Where the Light Was Born by Dyecrest, who I've got on the show with me right now. They've got a new album called Are You Not Entertained, which released via Inverse Records. And right now I'm being joined by vocalist Mikhail Salo to share some stories about the music and share more info about the band. So Mikhail, welcome to the show.
Hi, great to be here.
Fantastic. Let's go listen back to that track, Where the Light Was Born.
I wish I could break my will, the will to find out where we came from, where we'll go. I wish I could just ignore the lust to know where the light was born. Just a glimpse of the past, light never seen before. A child in time didn't know enough to care. Blind, the one who hasn't seen the light, or the one who saw it break in the night when the truth seems to be out of sight.
I come back from Where the Light Was Born. Definitely dig that track. I like the way it starts out a little slower, a little more quiet, and then kicks right into high gear. I'm curious, what is the story or inspiration behind Where the Light Was Born?
Well, actually, I wasn't part of the creative process for this song. I joined this year later on, and the album was actually already finished. So the guys were looking for a new lead singer for the album, and they had 6 songs that needed a singer. And this one, I went to the studio and recorded those 6 songs in 2 days. So it was quite a lot of work. And I remember this one being the most challenging one, because the song, you can't really sing this song in kind of a classic traditional heavy metal way. It required kind of a different approach. And we were talking a lot with the producer, Mitri Aaltonen, who we were recording this with. And he started to notice some small hints of a different style when I tried to sing the song according to the original vocal demos. And he was like, was there some Jeff Buckley in there? and he's, of course, the guy who sang Hallelujah and a great artist. And he was like, try to imagine like your Jeff Buckley who's mourning about his taxes and his low salary and stuff while being in a funeral. I think this was the tip he gave me. And I was like, okay, in the singing booth. I was just hearing it from my headphones, these kind of the comments and how I should sing it. And then I tried, and it took a while, but I think it turned out really, really nicely, because it kind of pushed me as a singer to sing in a new way, and maybe not so traditional metal, not even traditional power metal ballad, or like power ballad, power metal, but a power ballad style. It has more kind of that kind of smooth, I don't know how to say it in English, but it's kind of, it moves like water type of singing.
Flows? It flows?
Yeah, it flows. It flows like the lines a lot, and I really liked that, and it was really interesting to sing.
Yeah, I'm curious, what was it about the track that inspired such a different approach to singing? Was it like the key that it was written in?
I think it was the composition, not even the lyrics, or because the vocal demo was also done by a fantastic singer called Kimmo Blom from Finland. But the producer said, like, there is something in the song, in the way it's composed and recorded and produced, how the song is instrumentally, that kind of demands that kind of different approach. And I definitely agree that it was a good choice to make, now that I hear it in hindsight, what we did.
Mm-hmm. Now, did you have any input on the lyrics?
No, I didn't write any of the lyrics. I came up with vocal harmonies and stuff like that, and ideas on the phrasing of the words and stuff. But it was all related to the performance or the melody. So the lyrics were actually written by the other guys in the band.
Cool. Anything else you wanted to say about Where the Light Was Born?
Well, I hope your listeners enjoy it and check out the whole Dyecrest album.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go and listen to the next track. The Stage Is Set.
dreams and see them falling on deaf ears again. No reason for fear, a single tear to shed. Your fate is sealed.
Rock Metal Nation, it's John from the Rock Metal Podcast for a real quick break to let you know that Jay over at Metal Mayhem Radio is looking to help you get your band in rotation on his station. So go ahead and hit up Jay at studio@metalmayhemradio.co.uk. That is studio@metalmayhemradio.co.uk. Just go ahead and say that the Rock Metal Podcast sent you. He'll get you into rotation on Metal Mayhem Radio. I come back from the stage of set. Now I imagine something incredibly similar lyrics were already written for the track, just came in and sang on it. Is that correct?
Yeah, the whole album is the same. So it was already actually recorded, and there was a master with two different singers doing the songs that I do now. And then I kind of came in as the new lead vocalist, recorded those songs again, and the whole album was remastered. So it was quite a lot of work to do the album for the guys especially. So I didn't have input in the lyrics or the composition.
Okay. Now, when recording the stages set, is there, obviously you had like a story to go along with where the light was born. Is there anything that you have with regard to the stages set? Yeah,
definitely. This song is very special because it was actually the song when I was listening to the album when the guys asked me to join the band, and this song kind of hit me the most because I think it kind of showcases the Dyecrest style very well. And it has this kind of uniqueness to it, that it sounds very distinct Dyecrest, in my opinion. Like, for example, the middle part sounds very modern to me, like the after solo part. It sounds almost like, if you know this Finnish band called Stamina, kind of modern, progressive metal. But then again, if you go to the chorus, it almost sounds like Blind Guardian in the way the vocals are arranged and how the melody goes. So it was really interesting for me to hear the song originally. And of course, it was great to sing it then in the studio.
Yeah, very cool. All right. Now, for Rock Metal Nation who dug the two tracks, Where the Light Was Born and The Stage Is Set, and be excited to know that there is a full album out called Are You Not Entertained? So, Mikhail, go ahead and take us through this album. When we pick it up, what should we expect?
Well, you can expect that it's very varied in style. There's many different colors and tastes in the album. So even if you don't like one song, you might like another one. Like there's this one song called Nuku Vaan, which is the kind of song that I could play to my grandmother. It's sweet and soft and sung by a beautiful female singer. But then again, we have super heavy songs like Are You Entertained, which is like full on trashy kind of modern.
Mm-hmm. Cool. All right. Now, the next logical question on Rock Metal Nation's mind is, how can we find out more about you? Is there a website that we should go to?
The band doesn't have a website at the moment, but it does have social media. So Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, the usuals. You can find us in Twitter.
Perfect. All right. Well, Mikhail, unless there's anything else that you wanted to say, I just wanted to thank you for taking time out of your day to come onto the Rock Metal Podcast and sharing Dyecrest and your journey with them with Rock Metal Nation.
Yeah, thanks for having me. And I hope everyone has a great summer and check out the album. I hope you enjoy it.
All right, Rock Metal Nation. Hopefully just found your new favorite band in Dyecrest. Big thanks again to them for coming on and sharing their music with us. Make sure to head over to www.therockmetalpodcast.ca to get all the information on the show you just heard today. And until then, rock on, Rock Metal Nation!